Growing anxiety is building around the ability of bullion banks to maintain control over price discovery as physical silver inventories on COMEX continue to trend lower. Market watchers point to declining registered stockpiles and rising delivery requests as signs that the paper to physical ratio is becoming increasingly stretched. The concern isn't necessarily an immediate technical default, but rather the idea of a breaking machine, where the pricing mechanism itself loses credibility if too many participants simultaneously demand physical settlement instead of cash. In that scenario, even a relatively small supply shock could create outsized price reactions as short positions scramble to source metal in a tightening environment. Against that backdrop, speculative sentiment has flipped decisively bullish. A growing number of traders are positioning for an explosive upside move, with $85 viewed as a near term breakout level and $100 framed as both a psychological milestone and a momentum trigger. Options flows and leveraged positioning suggest that a decisive push through those levels could spark gamma driven acceleration, potentially forcing shorts to cover into strength. Many retail participants are openly discussing the possibility of new all time highs within days, reflecting a market that has shifted from cautious optimism to aggressive conviction. At the same time, silver's recent strength has reignited debate over its role as a true safe haven, particularly as Bitcoin pulls back from recent highs. Some traders argue that silver's tangible nature, industrial demand base, and long monetary history make it a more reliable hedge during periods of macro uncertainty. They view capital rotating from crypto into precious metals as a sign that risk appetite is fading and investors are seeking hard assets over digital speculation. Others push back, noting that both assets can be highly volatile and that silver's price swings often rival those seen in crypto markets. Still, the optics of silver rallying while Bitcoin stumbles have amplified the narrative of a shift back toward traditional stores of value. Geopolitical developments are adding further fuel to the fire. Ongoing uncertainty surrounding Iran's nuclear negotiations raises the risk of renewed regional instability, which historically supports safe haven flows into precious metals. Meanwhile, cartel violence and security concerns in major silver producing regions of Mexico introduce potential supply side disruptions. Even minor production interruptions in key mining hubs can tighten an already constrained market, reinforcing the bullish thesis that physical availability, not just macro sentiment, could drive the next leg higher. Looking ahead, significant attention is focused on China's market reopening after the holiday period. Traders widely expect pent up demand to hit a market already characterized by low visible inventories and elevated premiums in Asian trading hubs. If Chinese buyers return aggressively, it could exacerbate the divergence between physical demand and futures pricing, potentially catalyzing a sharp repricing higher. For bulls, this combination, tight inventories, geopolitical tension, speculative momentum, and renewed Asian demand, creates the conditions for what they believe could be a historic breakout.
Okay, so silver is up 1.43%. This is Monday, the 23rd of February, 2026. Let's see, SLV up 1.32% as well. Okay, let's begin with silver. The extrapolation seems to be suggesting that it may maintain the strength up to Wednesday, the 25th. After that, we're looking at the prospects of a contraction and then a consolidation. As a matter of fact, the stock has, after contracting that parabolic expansion that ended on the 28th of January, it has gone on to consolidate. So, still consolidating. And on this leg of this consolidation, it has been printing non-stop gains since Wednesday the 18th. So this is now this will be the third straight session of gains for the stock on a daily basis. Okay, projections here are saying 108. No, what do we have here? 112, 112.331, 137.11, 165, and 182. So this is a pivotal projection. It was initiated on the 6th of February, and the algos are still insisting on it up till today, the 23rd of February. So 112 possible upper projections. Before now, when it was rallying and expanding, the algos stopped expanding, stopped calculating. Now the stock has pulled back, has come back into the routine, the sort of parameters it understands. It has now started to project high prices. Yeah. And high prices all the way towards $182, all the way towards $182. On the based on its 10-day moving average, we should expect volatility. Okay, that's what is being extrapolated here. Okay, let's see what we have on its on its 21-day moving average. Okay, yeah, to some extent, some volatility as well, but not as volatile. Let's see what we have on its 40-day moving average. On the 40-day moving average, yes, weakness is expected. So volatility is in the medium term it should be expected. Yeah. So whatever is going to happen between now and early April is definitely going to affect its 40-day moving average significantly. Let's have a look at the 200-day moving average. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. So between now and early April, expect volatility to continue to play out on silver. SLV is pretty much the same thing as well. Pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. SLV. Yeah, here the same thing as well. Okay, here strength is expected up till the 26th of February. Let's see, projections here saying 103.46 initiated on the 5th, on the 6th of February as well. Still being reiterated up till yeah, up till Friday the 20th. Okay, here we don't have anything beyond the pivotal projections, as unlike what we have on silver. But if silver goes to those sort of levels, then SLV would equally do so as well. Yeah. Okay. For SLV, the probability of it, let's see where it is right now. SLV is currently at 77.63. So let's see. The probability of it retesting 79.19 is statistically very high, higher than 50%. Let's see. The probability of it retesting 82.60 is also statistically very high. The probability of it retesting 92.36 is only slightly higher than 50%. Slightly higher than 50%. Okay. What of 105.53? Not high, not as high as less than 50% probability that it will retest those sort of levels. So a lot has been going on. A lot is going on right now. It's not out of place to see silver and SLV reacting. Yes, you can see what's going on. If you've heard already, so just look in in the description box below. You can read more if you want to go through and listen to what was read out there. So thank you very much for watching this video.